Switzerland emerging for this crucial group game here, the tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope the trend continues here and there. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. We stand for the national anthem of Switzerland. Switzerland lining up in what very much looks as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
So that's got things underway. Ricardo Rodriguez. Has he picked him out? Seferovic, played in by Seferovic, up to meet it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
And Bolo brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Neat exchange. Gets up to head it! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Share. And it's Mbolo. It's Mbolo! That's gone a long way up and away.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Had a shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Cuts it out. Share. And here's Mbolo, now surely! And that has been clubbed away. Share. Ricardo Rodriguez. Switzerland have begun the game in high-octane fashion.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Golovin drives it forward. Oh, good interception. Granit Xhaka. And here's Embolo. Out towards the flank. And it's Embolo. Golovin. Still goalless at the moment.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Kudryashov does well to read it and intercepts. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Jikia gets into the right position to intercept. Corner. Certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And it's played forward. Looks to set one up. In for a header! Good delivery, no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Granit Xhaka. Ricardo Rodriguez. Seferovic. He's got options out wide. Out of play for a goal kick. And here's Zhirkov. Zhirkov floats one over. Granit Xhaka. And it's Embolo. Granit Xhaka. Oh, that's nice. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Ball's loose, who's getting there? It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Towering header! Goal! Switzerland! And Switzerland take the lead. It is a good finish, the odds were against him, little matter.
I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had it where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't seem on. It's really crafty business, that.
big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Switzerland now looking odds on to go in at the break with their advantage intact. Seferovic. He's in space and looking for options. Great lead! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Now looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Fence has got rid of that. And goes back, shoots!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Ricardo Rodriguez. Switzerland have scored two quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And it's Embolo. Jikia goes looking. Granit Xhaka. Cher. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
Switzerland just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
Switzerland go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Chirkov. Kudryashov. Battles to win it back. Now it's Seferovic. Now a chance to break. It's a loose ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, needless to say, he was expecting... Oh, real danger here! It is quite a run he's making here. In he flies! Brave effort, total commitment.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
Chirkov. Juba. Gets wrestled off the ball. Ricardo Rodriguez. Share. Hoists it forward. Now it's Seferovic. Seferovic! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's out for a goal kick.
Everything they would have spoken about in that dressing room during the break has a greater chance of happening thanks to the early goal. It's the perfect platform now to go on and try to win it.
Share. And here's Mbolo. Gets the better of his man. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Forward it goes. Plays it out to the wing. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Ricardo Rodriguez. Share. Ricardo Rodriguez. And that is as far as they're going to go. Xhaka gets it back. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mbolo. Defending of the desperate variety. Gets it upfield. No way through there. Juba. Russia cannot keep hold of the ball. Rodriguez with a good steal, well played. Pings it out wide. Crunching tackle. Looking for a corner. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. He's got through. Chance! He scored! That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Well, It's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Seferovic is now the subject of some adhesive marking.
Yeah, Peter, and it looks like this defence will go tooth and nail to prevent him from getting another.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Ricardo Rodriguez. Kudryashov. Chirkov tries to switch the play. Scher. Ricardo Rodriguez. And help's available out wide. Rodriguez. Loose ball, who's going to get there? I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Scher. Rapidly approaching the end. Russia look as though they are set to go out. And it's Mbolo. And that's not going to reach. Chirkov. Russia to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. Scher. Ricardo Rodriguez. Granit Xhaka. Scher. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And no surprise, that's a booking. Scher. Granit Xhaka. Rodriguez has created one goal already. Scher. Granit Xhaka. Scher. Shaqiri. Rodriguez. Seferovic provides an outlet. Up to meet it! Well, to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Mbolo really showed that he wanted it more than anyone else, but maybe heading requires extra practice.
Well played, he saw that coming. 2 minutes to be added on. Jikia. Kudryashov. And there goes the final whistle. Switzerland emerged victorious here, and it's no more than they deserve. They were simply the better team. Well, that is a great effort. Another win, 7 points from 9, unbeaten, and on they march. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Switzerland really had a measure of control throughout and strengthened their grip on a victory as the game progressed.